Hello everyone. I represent Huawei's data center business. My name is Sanjay Sainani. We've been living in very interesting times over the last few quarters. We've been in a COVID quarantine, pretty much working and living out of homes, consuming services sitting at home, services that run through digital networks that are serviced through data centers. In fact, in the last many months, if your business is not on a digital platform, your business pretty much shut down. I want to share with you today as to some of the new innovations that Huawei has been focused on in the data center facility business. The data center growth has been phenomenal in the last few years. In fact, in the Middle East alone, around 2015, we had about 45 megawatt of data center footprint. As of this year, Huawei alone is involved in having delivered an under delivery of almost about 140 megawatt. All of this is driven by this tremendous growth in terms of digital services. Now, the demand from the market is very clear. The investments are big, so cost efficiencies are very important. The requirement is at a very fast pace, so the demand is for the shortest possible time to deliver. And finally, finding people is very difficult, and finding the right solution is not always very easy. And so finding ways to future-proof the data center, both in terms of design, delivery, as well as in terms of operation and maintenance, becomes an important factor. Let me share with you what we've been doing at Huawei. The data center facility could extend from anywhere from a few hundred racks to a few thousand racks. The data center mainly has three key areas: the data halls, where you host your IT gear; the gray space, where you host all the equipment that services the data space or the white space; and the utilities that feed into the data center. Now, the Huawei solution is built on two key areas: the technology that helps us to provide the most efficient and high-performance power and cooling, and DSIM software to run energy efficiency, to run maintenance, to run operations, lifecycle. Huawei's offer is built on two premises. The premise of offering high technology performance solutions in terms of power, cooling, and software that helps us to run the data center through its lifecycle. And the other premise being wanting to offer our clients a complete experience. Let me start with the experience first. At Huawei, we've been focused on providing a complete EPC solution where we get involved very early, help our clients through understanding their requirements, come up with the right concepts, grow through design and engineering, provide the complete construction and delivery of the data center, right including testing, commissioning, and certification. To put this together, we have an elaborate team both at regional and global level of experts and experience that puts all of this together. Let me show you how we've been doing it. Now, the data center is built on a prefabricated construction methodology. Key components of the data center are prefabricated, pre-fitted, pre-tested at the factory. They form the key modules of the data center facility. All these modules then come together to provide the complete data center as a final solution. Our focus has been to make this scalable, make this repeatable, make this with a factory finish so that there is consistent delivery no matter where we are delivering it. The data hall is built using a variety of technologies, from with raised floors, without raised floors, crack cry units, in-row machines to fan walls. All of that helps to put the data hall with the right optimum performance in terms of the capability and capacity that is expected. The power system is also built on a very modular fashion. UPSs, distribution, systems, low voltage, transformers, switching equipment is all prefabricated, pre-fitted, pre-tested to offer best efficiencies in terms of space, footprint, cost, and performance. The focus has been on UPSs in the last few years. Today at Huawei, we have UPSs where we can package 1 megawatt UPS in a single frame. This extends to almost 1.6 megawatt of UPSs, which are completely modular, with 100 kilowatt modules in a 3U form factor, making it not only very modular and scalable, but also reducing tremendously the time to repair, because what you have now is a time to swap. This is then coupled with lithium batteries. In the last 7-8 years, the cost of lithium batteries has dropped by almost 85%. They are 1/3 in size, 1/3 in weight, thereby making it a very promising value proposition in the data center space. On top of this, the lithium-ion battery has a life cycle of almost 2 to 3 times the regular VRLA batteries, making lithium-ion batteries a perfect fit for the data center. At Huawei, we've been using these batteries for the past decade across tens of thousands of our telecom sites. And so all of this experience now is being leveraged for the data center business. Let me give you a little close-up of what we've been doing on the modular aspect of the data center. The data hall is built using prefabricated modules. These are pre-fitted with cabinets, depending upon the client's requirement, are pre-fitted with all the electrics and all the low voltage that is required to feed into the cabinets. And these are then shipped almost like Lego modules and get pre-fitted at site. The same thing has been done for the power system. Instead of putting together discrete power blocks across multiple electrical rooms and then cabling them, trying to do best of breed approach, what we have is the complete power solution, pre-fitted on a frame, pre-tested, pre-wired, reducing the footprint, reducing the total cost of deployment, and more importantly, reducing the time to deploy. On the cooling side, we've been very invested on bringing higher efficiency and higher performance to our cooling solution. Now, clearly, different geographies demand different cooling architectures and cooling modules. At Huawei, we've been working on the indirect evaporative cooling systems, which help us to reduce the PUE by a large factor. We today are able to bring down PUE in countries like the Middle East from previously at 1.8, 1.75, now down to 1.3, 1.35. And this is mainly by leveraging the technology of free cooling, adiabatic cooling, and package DX, all pre-integrated in a module to create a cooling pod. This is then coupled with artificial intelligence and machine learning within the data center, which operates across the life cycle of the data center, not only helping us in terms of resource management, efficiency management, but also in intelligent O&M. Robotics has now found its place in its data center. We today believe that we are somewhere around L3, L4 phase of the data center, which is semi-autonomous. And going forward with the use of machine learning-based robotic automation, which can help to detect anomalies without human intervention, is the next play that we are focused on. Thus helping our clients to bring 4 key values to the data center. A very scalable modular data center that helps you on the return of capital employed. A very efficient data center using best-in-class technologies to bring the lowest possible OpEx and high performance to the data center. Using prefabricated approach to leverage the time to market and time to deliver. And finally, using machine learning and automation to make sure that we are able to manage the life cycle of the business and bring more automation in the data center for better TCO. Now, this was more about the larger data center business. Let me share with you what we've been doing especially on the edge data centers. Now, clearly, the new experiences and the new applications, new services will require data center facilities to be distributed so as to be able to offer lower latency and higher bandwidth to the local consumer, where the user is. All of this will require multiple sites, which would form what we call the edge data center at a broader level. At Huawei, we've been focused on building this edge data center offerings, again, with the same premise, to make sure they are easy to deploy, they are more consistent in delivery, they meet and deliver all the high performance, high efficiency expectations, and then they are all wired and connected to make sure that we have the least possible human intervention and therefore, again, offering better total cost of ownership. This works for an application where the client may have a facility available. All he needs to do is deploy a pod inside the data center, to where a client may require to put a data center facility pretty much anywhere, on roof of a building, in a parking lot, or in an empty piece of land. Here is a short video simulation to show you how that is made possible. We're looking at a parking lot somewhere here, where a prefabricated data center, fully fitted with anywhere from 8 to 10 cabinets, can be brought in and rolled out on site. The time taken to put something together would be less than 72 hours. All the client would need is a power and a connectivity connection to make it up and running. There is a slightly better 3D module here that can be viewed more closely for better understanding of the concept. So in summary, the data center facility business at Huawei has been able to bring our customers 4 key values: much higher modularity, scalability, much higher performance in terms of efficiencies, both in terms of power and cooling, much shorter time to market, and finally leveraging AI and machine learning for improving the life cycle, bringing more automation, bringing more resilience, and moving towards a predictive O&M. I hope you had a good time. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, this is Faisal Amir Malik. I'm working as CTO for Huawei Middle East. Today I'm going to talk about our wonderful intelligent connectivity or network solution portfolio. As you can see, I'm standing in front of our massive product wall, which is displaying all our products and solutions. As you can start from the bottom, we bring to you our wonderful Wi-Fi 6 access points, a wide range of products which can provide you indoor Wi-Fi 6 access points, outdoor harsh environment Wi-Fi 6 APs which can integrate your wireless LAN and IoT requirements. We also have Wi-Fi 6 APs which can go into smaller environments like dormitories or small hostel rooms, etc. And on the upper layer, we are talking about our switching portfolio or our connectivity portfolio. We have our campus switching portfolio, which can help you build a 10G, 40G or a 100G campus because of the bandwidth requirements. We know that they're going higher and higher in a campus environment. And we have our branch products and solutions which help you interconnect your branches not only on fiber but also on 5G connectivity. For example, you want to interconnect clinics, hospitals, schools, bank branches, ATMs, anything. You can use 5G networks using our solution. And also on my left, we have our gigabit passive optical LAN solution, a very unique solution in a campus access environment. As we go up on the layers, we are showing on this product wall our countrywide internet or countrywide network connectivity solution, where you can interconnect your data centers, you can interconnect your branches, or you can completely interconnect your countrywide network. And of course, last but not the least, we are talking about our data center product portfolio on this wall. And the top layer is network management layer or intelligent network management layer, our iMaster NCE, which helps you proactively manage your network using big data and AI technology. So as you can see on the screen, we are showing our iMaster NCE solution here, which helps you build your end-to-end journey when it comes to your network management, starting from design, network provisioning, your policy implementation, your user admission, user policies, security policies, and also completely helps you monitor your network in a proactive way rather than a reactive way. Also can help you give suggestions how to manage your network in a better way. And last but not the least, complete pack of maintenance and system management capabilities. So iMaster NCE, another advantage of iMaster NCE is it's a perfect LAN and WAN convergent solution. So you can manage your campus, you can manage your wireless environment, and you can also manage your branch environment in your networks. Wireless network environment, it's no more about connectivity, it's all about user experience. So we have this very wonderful, amazing tool, I call it Campus Insight, which is based on the principles of big data and AI-based O&M of a campus environment. And as you can see on screen behind me, this is all about an end-to-end user journey. You can single click on a user and you can completely find out what exactly is happening with your wireless user from the time he enters into the network, what kind of problems he is facing, what are the latency issues, what are the bandwidth issues, are there any connectivity issues, and you can go and dig deep into the protocol and packet exchange level for the users, and the platform helps you maintain wonderful user experience all across, or I would say uniform user experience all across your wireless campus environment. On the branch side, as we know, again, the requirements are changing. We are moving from simple branch connectivity with office automation or internet browsing requirements or data center access requirements. We are moving more to real-time applications, ultra-high density video, or we are more concerned about application awareness and user journey. We want low latency capabilities in our branches. On the other hand, as carriers adopt 5G network, we bring to you our AR routers, access routers or branch routers, which can help you interconnect your branches on 5G. And rather than providing maybe a 2 Mbps or 5 Mbps connectivity to your branch, you can go up to maybe a 2 gigabit download and 200 plus Mbps upload capability in your branch network environment. And secondly, using our SD-WAN solution capability, you can centrally manage all your branches from a single location. So as we enter into AI era, inside the data center, only interconnecting your different kind of servers, database servers, application servers, or fast provisioning of these servers is not important, but we need to create data centers which are zero packet loss, fully autonomous, and which can give you a high performance computing environment. So therefore we bring to you our Cloud Engine 16800, which we call AI Fabric, or industry's first AI driven data center switch, which helps you build a complete zero packet loss, ultra low latency environment in your data centers. So if you do complex things like machine learning, AI training, voice training in your data center environment, even if there is a 0.1% packet loss in your data center performance can go down by 50%. So that is where our CE16800 plays a very important role, and it builds you a perfect data center environment for you. And apart from doing that, of course, it can also provide you all the features of a traditional or a normal data center switch, and it also gives you 100G, 400G, and in future 800G data center connectivity capability.
Firstly, I'd like to explain what's DCI. What's DCI? DCI means data center interconnection. So let's check out the evolution and the trends of the data center. Traditionally, the data center is isolated, so all the data traffic is inside one data center. So we need the traffic between the data centers. And after we developed the technologies, the backup between two data centers, and this kind of data center may be located in the different cities. So we need the data traffic between the data centers. And after, because the connection is between different cities, so maybe the traffic need go through with the metro network or internet maybe. So we have the challenge with the security, okay? And the next, the third step, maybe we need the proactively backup between the different data centers, so the traffic will be higher. And currently, we developed the distributed architecture with multi-site, so we have more challenges, like, for example, this data center maybe it's existing data center with the older technologies, and this one maybe is new. So we have the challenge about the different kind of technologies, data centers, OEMs, and other operations. So that's why we need this kind of new product. So today we introduced the Huawei Dc 908 new product to facing the challenges we discussed about the last slides. For the Huawei Dc 908, we have 4 highlight features. The first one is ultra broadband and high integration. Okay, it will support a very high, huge capacity. And the second one is auto commission to deployment, make the deployment very easy. The third one is the intelligent OEM, and the last one is high security and also with the higher reliability. Okay, we will to check out one by one. The first one is ultra broadband. As we all know, the data traffic increases very fast because it's the digital society. I will not go too in detail because everybody knows it. The traffic is huge, okay? And I don't want to discuss about the technical here. For the first one, traditionally, the first step, we support the we support the the standard C-band to support the 16 Gbps, and after we can support the from the standard C-band to extend the C-band to 19 Gbps, and after we can support the super C-band to the 24 Gbps. Okay. Okay, and each channel we support the 400 Gbps, and we support up to 220 channels, and totally it will be we support 88 Gbps. Okay, and we can check out the other vendors. Normally the other vendors can support up to 100 channels, but Huawei can support up to 220 channels. Okay, so it's a huge capacity. And although the capacity is huge, but we didn't increase the device size. So we called it high integration. Before we can check before the device size is like a 5U, like this size. But currently we first integrated the electric layer and optical layer together with one device. So currently the device size is only 2U. It's very small, you can check. And after from 5U to BU, the power consumption also decreased from 1,500 watt to 800 watt. Okay, so the space saved by the 60% and the power saved by 50%. Okay, in another side, for the interface board, we integrated 5 kind of the interface in the one board. Okay, so the slots decreased from 6 to 2, and the fiber connections decreased from 30 to 3. So the slot saved by 67%, and the fiber saved by 90%. Okay. The second innovation is auto commission. You know, the deployment is very complex than before, and currently we used the automatically fiber discovery technology to discover the fiber. Okay, and the second one, after we discovered the fiber, we use automatic verification technology to verify the fiber. The third one, after we verified the fiber, we use the automatic configuration to configure the fiber parameters. The fourth one, we use the automatic commission to deploy the fiber. And the last one, we use the automatically the adaptation for the fibers when the parameter need changed. Okay, with these 5 automatic technology, we can do the one key deployment. And before the when we do the manually commission deployment, maybe we need 4 days. after the one key deployment, normally we only need 8 minutes. So we can do it in 1 day. So it's very fast, okay? And the third one is integrated OEM. After deployment, we need the operation and the maintenance. Okay, we have 2 technologies. The first one is EODTR. Use this kind of technologies, we can, like normally 90% of the problems can be predicted. So the OEM can be switched from passive to proactive. Okay. The second one is we call the optical doctor. So we can monitoring end-to-end monitoring all the problems and the network status on one screen. Okay. And so the analysis time also decreased from several days to several seconds. Okay. The last one is high security and high security and high reliability. You know, where the data center is in 2 cities. Okay, for 2 cities, the transmission will go through the maybe metro, maybe internet, maybe some VPN network. So security is very important. Huawei use AES-256, the algorithm to do the encryption. Okay, and they said if you want to break, you need 150,000 years. So it means impossible to break the network. Okay, and in the future we can upgrade the algorithm to the higher security, the algorithm. The last one is the high reliability. The reliability, we have multi-layers. The first layer is the equipment layer. That means we can back up inside one board with different modules. And for the equipment layers, we can back up between 2 equipments by the active and standby the active. And the third layer is network layers. Network layers, we can also do some backups between the network layers equipments. Okay, that's all for our 4 highlights features. So just because Huawei's excellent performance, we got the awards for example, Global Data ranks us as the leader of the industry equipment. So we also deployed the over 120 customers globally in over 60 countries. So and all these kind of equipment running stably on the network. So that's all. So we are ready to support you and service it to our customers for the DC908. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Hello everyone and welcome to Huawei Technology Week in its 40 editions. And today I will speak to you about Huawei AI Connected Smart Campus. Nowadays, the real estate development for the mixed-use smart campus is facing a lot of challenges. That it is related to mixed use of the campuses in terms of the residents or students or employees that are using the campus. This is from one angle. The other angle is the operation team that taking care of the systems that is running in the campus. And another thing is the visitors for this campuses. So when we develop a mixed use a campus scenario, there is a lot of challenges that face these kind of situation. Huawei has developed its own AI connected smart campus solution that it is basically focused on solving these kind of issue by digitalizing some of these verticals. So today I will introduce to you a little bit about that solution. The screen behind me is showing what we call Intelligent Operation Center, and that is mainly providing a real-time dashboard about what is happening in the campus, and it is mainly targeting the decision maker of the operation team. So it can provide a high-level idea about what's happening in the campus in terms of the alarms, the handling of the alarm, the current major alarms, and also the device and operation aspects. So if we look at the screen behind us, we can see that we have already integrated around 6 verticals. We can see the first one is the integrated security management. The second one is a convenient access, and then the asset management, the energy efficiency, and the device management, environmental and space management. So that dashboard is actually an interactive dashboard. It provides a real-time status about what's happening in the campus. We can see the total number of people that it is currently in the campus and the total vehicles. By single click, we can also go to the integrated security management tab of that dashboard, and here we can correlate many alarms, in fact, so we can see what is the current alarm happening here at the bottom side, and I can click any of them to check the status, and then I can, for example, here a blacklist face has been detected in that location. So that mainly provide the correlation between what we have on ground in terms of alarm for CCTV and surveillance, along with other detection like fire alarms, for example. If we look at the convenient access, then we'll check here the status of all the gates. We can have a real-time status of all the gates around the campus, and this also provides a lot of right insights for everyone monitoring that campus. Another way is to detect the social distancing is providing our visitor with a kind of tags that can be handled. And the visitor, once he is nearby another one with the same tag, it will give him an alert. And this one is using the ultra-wideband technology and the communication. So once one of the holders of this tag is moving, it will also change the location on the map. So one of my colleagues are already having another tag, and he's moving a little bit far from me. If he is approaching me or nearby me, then this tag and his tag also should start giving a kind of alarm or a beep, like that. Okay. So after the tag has been beeped, so now we know that this identification was with X person. So later on, if any abnormality being detected for any of these guys that already have a alert that they were nearby each other for less than 2 meters, then we will be able to know which persons has been interacted with this source of issue. Then it will be easy to narrow down the search cycle of who is getting a problem or who is getting impacted or infected. After we reviewed our IOC, let me introduce to you the subsystems that will be integrated in the campus. So we'll start by the convenient access and the pandemic solution prevention that we have prepared for kind of situation that we are now having everywhere around the world. So first of all, the campuses are facing major challenge in managing the visitor access. So if we have a business area that's faced by a lot of visitors that they are coming first to the counter, exchange their IDs, take the access ID, and then wait for somebody to accompany them to come inside the employment area. So now I will show you that we have this kind of kiosk that can be deployed in the location a bit far from the gate, so the visitor can register his details along with his face or photo. Then once he approaches to the gate, the gate will identify his facial recognition and open the gate for him. So that actually reduces the time to register, and we can provide this one in an online format by using a mobile app or a web service that the visitor, before he starts going to visit the campus, he can register his details. So once he's approaching the gate, you can see the gate is also equipped with a facial recognition identification. So once it detects his face, it will open the gate for him. So basically that kind of version also is prepared for the pandemic prevention and monitoring. So in 1.5 millisecond, this kind of tab can recognize the face. This is one point. The second point, it will also confirm that the visitor or the employee is wearing the mask or not. And then the third one, it will also detect his body temperature by a thermal camera. So if all this three is already in place, then the gate will be open and provide the access for him. Also, we can use a kind of application to be able to measure the number of people inside the campus, and if it is exceeding the threshold of the allowed number of people, it can also give an alert. All the subsystems that we have already discovered together need to be integrated in one physical security information management system, which we call it a PSIM. And that PSIM is actually integrating all these subsystems into one platform that can show us all the alarms or the cases that happening inside the campus. So behind me is one of the applications that acts as a PSIM or a situational awareness. It's actually applying a lot of AI algorithms to correlate the data and the information from different sources and start doing the analysis to provide the right situation awareness to the campus management team. So we can see here the alarms. If we have, for example, more than one location on the map, so it will be shown on the map, and we can support integrated multiple type of maps, either open one or maybe a CAD drawing or a 2D or 3D, whatever. And we can also have the alarm tabs that basically showing all the current alarms. So by a single tap, I can see all the alarms that it is happening. And for example, we have here a armed assault alarm. So by simple click, I can get all the details and I can go to the related touch points that create this alarm to correlate different sources of the data. For example, the first one is related to a facial recognition detection camera. The second one is a camera that detects abnormality, like a gun, for example. And it also have the voice detection. So if the guy, for example, a person have a gun and enter the shop or the store, and he start showing his gun, so the guy starts saying, help, help. So the system already detect the help, and we can, by a single click, we can also run the videos on the screen. So kind of a detailed scenario, have a multiple data source to be correlated to generate the alarm. Once the alarm is generated and the operator can see, we have actually many actions to choose from, either to acknowledge or ignore, or declare it as a false alarm if nothing happened, or even we can check the SOPs that it can be predefined in the system, so the operators will be able to do the right action according to the policy of the campus. A similar thing can be also integrating the access related information along with, for example, the fire alarms or the IoT source data that provide the information. So by applying a kind of data correlation, we have actually reduced the response time from 7 minutes to 1.5 minutes in kind of fire alarms that's happening. So automatically we will have the control to the access systems from the same platform. We will open the gates to the employee or to the staff who is in the fire area to be easy for evacuate, and also to correlate the same data coming from the CCTV camera to confirm what's happening exactly, the size of the damage of the fire and the related data. Our last solution for today is one of our smart services that we can provide to the campuses. That it is an autonomous vehicle. That vehicle is equipped actually with an AI device inside, which is a Huawei Atlas 500. And that device also have the 5G connectivity up to the back-end network. So using the AI and the 5G together, we will be able to do the self-driving car for that vehicle. And the vehicle itself is equipped in a modular phase that it can be used in different use cases. One of them is, for example, for the delivery of the goods, either meals or drink, or maybe a sanitization material around the campus. The second functionality that we can use for is a security patrolling, and that is actually improve the efficiency and reduce the security management cost. So the vehicle itself can be equipped with multiple cameras around, and some of them can have the functionalities, for example, of detecting the blacklist or the number plate blacklist, or even the abnormal behavior around the whole campus. The third one is we can attach equipment for a sanitization, the spray and the material for sanitization. So that kind of modular car is actually improving the operational efficiency and reduce the cost for the campuses. Thank you for watching.